Hello everyone, welcome again to another video here today, T-Clash, and we are going to be going right into these live attacks here, and hopefully we can get a couple wins and boost up our trophies. So let's get on into it. We're using the same deck, and we're going against this guy who is a level 8. He's similar trophies to me, and we should get around 30 trophies or so for this win if we do win. So we'll start off here with the Fire Spirits on the right side, as well as a Hog Rider, and that Valkyrie trying to get it off in front, but we don't get it off in time. So he zaps our Fire Spirits, and that Hog Rider will get to the tower, get 1 or 2 hits off, not much. And this Royal Giant will do a lot of damage to that cannon. And these minions, I don't have a really good counter besides a zap or Fire Spirits. And those minions will do a lot of work to all of our troops, and they can take everything out. So we've defended that decently, but he still got some damage off, and we're not in the worst position, so we can just try to come back from that. Now, he drops his Mini P.E.K.K.A, so I just go ahead and mirror him exactly, drop my Mini P.E.K.K.A, and you can see he drops his Ice Wizard. So, this is kind of a big push coming in on the right side, and I'm trying to see if his Ice Wizard will attack our tower, and then we could drop a Minion Horde right on top, but I dropped the Minion Horde a little early, but we do end up taking out the Royal Giant, and we do end up getting all that stuff down with that Valkyrie to help. Now, we have a Valkyrie Hog Rider push going on the right. So what we can do here is drop these Fire Spirits. Those will take care of the minions. And then as you can see, the Valkyrie was tanking damage for the Hog Rider. So the Hog got right to that tower, and it does a ton of damage to it. So we're looking good now. So I'm assuming he's going to play his another Royal Giant along with maybe an Ice Wizard or his minions that he's been playing recently. So we're going to go ahead and drop that cannon or something else to counter it once we get the elixir saved up. And you can tell what people are going to do. Usually when they play it once, they'll go ahead and do it again. I kind of even do that. Most people do that when they play Clash. But it just helps you predict a little bit. And as you can see, he drops an Ice Wizard way in the back, throws a Royal Giant down. He's saving up his elixir, so I know he's going to play something else too. Maybe minions, maybe something else. So a Valkyrie will go down. And as you can see, he drops a Poison Spell. It'll do a lot of splash damage to all of our troops. It was a good poison. But we just throw a Hog down, try to get to that cannon, maybe get to the tower. But it gets taken out right before the tower. And we have a Mini P.E.K.K.A and Valkyrie going at the tower. Those are pretty weak, so they got taken out easily, and we're just going to go ahead and try to save up and get another push going. Here, his Royal Giant is going after our cannon, and we're just going to try to do the best we can to defend it, drop a Valkyrie, and then you see the Hog Rider is getting slowed down by that Ice Wizard over there. And this Valkyrie will walk right through the poison. Now, that won't be the best for us, but we're just going to have to try to come back and get this Royal Giant down before he places his Ice Wizard, which I know he will do soon. So we get a ton of damage off of that Minion Horde, and he zaps, and his Ice Wizard will go after our Minion Horde here. But as you can see, those Fire Spirits will help with that minions, and the Ice Wizard can't do enough to defend our Hog Rider, and we get to that tower and get that tower down. So there we go, 1 crown victory for us. We gained 26 trophies. And we'll go ahead and hop right into the next one here. So this guy, another level 8. I'm surprised we haven't seen any level 9s yet. And as you can see, not a great starting hand. We just go ahead and drop some skeletons down to cycle through the deck. That's always a good way to get something that I want, like my cards up. And he drops some spear goblins over to the right. So we're just going to ignore those guys. They don't do a lot of damage. And we're going to do our Valkyrie Hog Rider push like we always do. Now this time I throw a Mini P.E.K.K.A into it. And then I go ahead and put those Fire Spirits in after. But as you can see, all of his troops are defending well. And he zaps us right before we get to that tower. So he takes us out. So that's unfortunate for us. And we're just going to have to try to defend this. So we drop some skeletons trying to go for that Musketeer. But his Hog Rider distracts him. They take everything out. His Hog Rider's right on the tower. There's no elixir for me that I can do anything to play with. And he goes ahead and takes our tower, which is unfortunate, but we're just going to have to try to make it work. So, again, that Valkyrie goes up on its own, doing nothing. And I'm going to go ahead and play this cannon down. Now, what I'm going to try to do with this cannon is place it right in the middle to distract everything. And then I'm going to go ahead with my own troops, like a Hog Rider or something. And once his cannon is low, we're going to go ahead and throw that Hog Rider or something down to go after his tower. But as you can see, he drops his Musketeer here. So I'm going to save up my elixir after I drop my Minion Horde and my Mini P.E.K.K.A. And those immediately get taken out. I was hoping I would do a lot of damage to his tower, but we got nothing. So here, we got to find a good counter for all this. We don't have much. So So we go ahead and drop our skeletons down, and we go ahead and zap. Now his musketeer is going straight to our tower. There's nothing we can do about it. We don't have any elixir to play, so I just decided to ignore it. Now I meant to drop my Valkyrie way in the back to get up there before we can build up more elixir, but as you can see, it was way in the front, and we basically wasted it. It didn't get any damage off. So what we're going to have to try to do is play more defense, and then do another strong hog push once his cannon is fairly weak. So again, hog way in the back, and we just go ahead and throw a minion horde down to do a lot of damage on that cannon maybe. He arrows, and he counters it fairly well, so we don't get any damage off. So this Valkyrie is now basically a waste. It's just sitting out in the open, and this Hog Rider is going to try to go after that tower. But again, like always, drops the cannon, that'll distract it, and we don't get this one. So that Hog Rider gets one swing off, nothing we can do about it. 25 seconds left, not looking good for us. We go ahead and get through to another Hog Rider. Maybe as this last attempt push, we can get to the tower. But as you see, he lightnings our tower and takes it out. So with only 10 seconds left, it looks like we're not going to win this one. And he played it well against us, so that was good for him. But we will go ahead and try to win the next one. So yeah, we're going to lose, I think, 26 trophies, and not great. We just gained that match, so we'll just go to the next one. Alright, so here another level 8 named Tony, and as you can see, this is probably the worst starting hand you can have. Besides that cannon, that's the only thing I can really do right here. So what I will do is place that cannon right in the middle. That will come and keep everything centralized, make my towers defended a little bit. And as you can see, he drops a baby dragon. We don't see many baby dragons up to where I'm at right now. And I'm just going to have to find a good way to counter that. Maybe just leave my archer towers to it. But it's not a huge threat right now. And as you can see, we get that Hog Rider off on that tower. That Valkyrie was tanking for our Hog Rider, which is great. And we go ahead and zap that tower and cannon. That'll distract all those troops and let that Hog Rider take that tower down for us on the first try. So that was a great push. And as you can see, we defended well against that baby dragon and that mini P.E.K.K.A. So, way in the back, he drops a giant. Now, the good thing to do for a giant is place a cannon in the middle and then save up bigger troops behind it, or to go after it. Because if you play a bunch of little troops on the giant, he will throw in a baby dragon or something like that, and it will go after everything. So he drops a witch in the back. This is a pretty fundamental deck, like anyone can really use it. So that witch will come and do a lot of skeletons and get a lot of splash damage in, along with that baby dragon for that big giant in front to tank for everything behind it. But we're going to go ahead and drop a Valkyrie that's a high health troop to go and distract everything. And we'll go ahead and chip off damage on that baby dragon, as you can see. And baby dragon will go down fairly soon. But his mini P.E.K.K.A. is going right for our tower. So we go ahead and drop some fire spirits. Those will go down, do a lot of damage for us, and distract that mini P.E.K.K.A. from hitting our tower. Now he hits it once, but it's not a big deal. So we'll just let it go. And here we're going to go ahead and save up our elixir like always. Now I'm assuming that he's going to go with another giant in the back right there, as you can see he did. So exactly what we did last time, throw a cannon down, and hopefully we can take it out with a high health troop like a mini P.E.K.K.A. or something like that, not skeletons or minion horde. So here we go, mini P.E.K.K.A. and a Valkyrie, or a Hog Rider and a Valkyrie along with a mini P.E.K.K.A. Now that should do tons of damage to that giant and get it down before it gets to our cannon even. So once we get back cycled to the cannon, he drops another giant, and we're just going to throw another cannon down to distract it, make sure he won't get to our tower at all. Now we take out that giant really fast, and as you can see, we drop a Hog Rider at his base. Now that will pull all of his troops backwards to go and defend that Hog Rider, and we can get free range on defending, and all the archer towers and everything will go after those baby dragons right there. Now another cannon goes down. That'll distract that one giant he dropped, and a Valkyrie to go help do distract, do a lot of damage, and overall just sit there and tank for us while we can do more damage with our archer towers. So with only 6 seconds left, looks like we're going to win this one, and there's nothing he could really do right there. So good 1 crown victory for us right there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys for watching. And if you did enjoy, please subscribe. It'll help me out a lot.